we got Big Bird himself, Zapdos. Today we're counting down the top 10 most expensive Zapdos Pokemon cards. If you want to see one of your favorite Pokemon cards featured in top 10s, please comment the name of the Pokemon card down below that you would like to see in next week's top 10 most expensive. Don't forget, before we get started, go ahead and smash that like button along with subscribing, commenting, and maybe even sharing with a friend if you want. Now, let's get into today's top 10 most expensive Pokemon cards featuring Zapdos. At number 10, we have Zapdos, an Altard card coming from a relatively newer set, Chilling Reign. This Zapdos at the number 10 spot is going to be worth a total of $43.84. And as we can see over the past 3 months, it hasn't fluctuated really all that much at all. But over the past year, we can see that this card has taken a bit of a downfall. From a year ago, price tag being $62.72, this card has actually lost itself $19 in value. So, if you are a Zapdos Altart fan, or a Zapdos fan in general, definitely go ahead and buy this card while it is on the down low. At number 9, we have Zapdos coming from the EX Collector's Windows Tin. This is a Nintendo promo Zapdos, and with the borders around there, you kind of almost wonder, could they ever have gotten the idea for shiny borders in Scarlet and Violet? This Pokemon card is with a price tag of $59.94. And as you can see, it hasn't fluctuated at all, but that one $20 dip that it had for some odd reason 2 weeks ago. Can't say what that is, but it's there. Looking at the past year, we can see that this card has had some dramatic drops to $35, but for the most part, it has stuck around a $60 value and is still currently at a $60 value. So if you're lucky enough to buy it at that $35 low, good for you. Don't know what's going on there, but it's there. At number 8, we have Zapdos coming from the Fossil set. This first edition Zapdos is totaling a $97.84 profit, and it's fluctuated from $109 to $97. So this is actually the lowest the card's been in the past 3 months, but let's look at the past year. A year ago, this card was actually at a much cheaper price tag of $68.26 than what it is currently at, which is $97.84. At number 7, we got ourselves Zapdos coming from Supreme Victors. This OG artwork, beautifully stunning card, is in the 8th spot because it has reached and broken over the $100 mark. This card at $110 has actually dropped in the past 3 months from $121. So in the past 3 months, it's lost $11 in value. But if we look at a year ago, we can see that this card's lowest price tag was $85. So from a year ago, this card has gone up $25. And honestly, this is an OG type of beautiful artwork on there that any lucky Zapdos or Pokemon card collector fan in general would love to have. At number 6, we have Zapdos coming in from the pre-release staff stamp on the Sun and Moon promos. This beautiful work of art doesn't have any pricing on here, but the cheapest card that TCG Player is currently selling on here is a lightly played holo foil of it of $112. And that is the cheapest you will find on TCG Player. At number 5, we have Zapdos from one of my personal favorite sets, Fire Red and Leaf Green. This Zapdos is at a $129 price tag, and over the past 3 months has actually gone up almost $20 in general, making this card kind of a little nerve-wracking what the past year is going to be. Again, with this card, you can see the beautiful silver border lining. Again, Scarlet Violet, wherever could you have come up with that? Let's look at the past year. This card has actually skyrocketed since last year with a low price tag of $95. It has gone up a total of almost $40 in the past year. That's a $35 increase on that. Now, for number 4, we have Zapdos coming from the very sought after Gym Challenge set. It is a Rockets Zapdos, though, from Gym Challenge. First edition Zapdos Rockets are going for a total of 147 smackaroos. Over the past 3 months, you can see that this card has fluctuated from a high of 158 to 146, so only a $12 variation. Now, if we look at the past year, we can see that this card's lowest price tag was $126, and the highest was $158, making this card a $32 difference in price. Now, at number 3, we have the Zapdos coming in from Aquapulse. I probably said that horribly wrong, but it's okay, because this is one of the most sought after and loved sets in all of Pokemon. This Zapdos is worth $174, and as you can see, over the past 3 months, it hasn't fluctuated even a penny. Now, looking at the past year, we can see that a year ago, this card actually had a huge drop of $108 for some odd reason, all the way from November to April. But now this card is holding steady at $174. So if you are a collector of this set series, definitely keep on the lookout, as one day you might get lucky as these people did from November to April. What is that? November, December, January, February, March, April. 6 months of a low price. Basically, you're saving about $70. At number 2, we have Zapdos from where I got ahead of myself, a sought-after set of Team Rocket returns. This Rocket Zapdos EX is going for a astronomical $200. From 3 months ago, you were able to buy this card for $118, and since then, it has darn near doubled. Kind of afraid to look at the past year. This card has pretty much skyrocketed, so if you have not yet gotten your hands on it, doesn't look like you'll be getting your hands on it anytime soon. From a year ago of $117, this card all of a sudden at the end of July decided to go from $118 to $200, making it the second most expensive Zapdos card out there. Now, before we get to number 1, I do want to go over some runner-ups in this set, in this series, that I could not forego, such as the one and only newest Zapdos card coming from the Scarlet and Violet 151. This card just came out and is already at a at what would have been a number 11 spot, with it being worth $42.32. This card just came out and it is already ranked in the top 11 for Zapdos cards. So, if you are not having your luck with pulling this card and you really want it, I would highly suggest purchasing this card, as in later years, maybe 10 years from now, this card's price is going to skyrocket. Can't even look back from a year ago, but when it did first come out, it was at $63. And although it dropped 20 bucks, trust me, if this card is at that mark now, it's only going to go up from there in a couple of years. Now, for the number 1 most expensive Zapdos Pokemon card of all time, we have ourselves the Zapdos coming from Base Set Shadowless First Edition. For those who did not guess it, come on, get your head out of the gutter. You know Base Set Shadowless First Editions, anything in that series is worth pretty much the most. This beautiful work of OG stunning nostalgic artwork is worth a $500 $160 price tag, making this card the #1 most expensive Zapdos Pokemon card out there. Now, let's go ahead and look at a year ago to see if this price tag changed at all. And as you can see, a year ago, it was actually at a height of $600, but took a massive crash from March 20th all the way to July 16th, where you could have bought this card for $200 between April 24th and June 5th. That's amazing. $200 you could have gotten this card for. Now it's skyrocketed up to $580, making this Zapdos the #1 most expensive Zapdos in our top 10 countdown. Thank you everyone for tuning in to today's top 10 most expensive Pokemon cards. Don't forget to smash that like button along with commenting down below what Pokemon you would like to see in next week's top 10 most expensive. Don't forget to also hit that subscribe button on your way out. Share this with a friend who might be interested. And thank you for coming in and watching another one of my videos. This is Pokemon Drama saying peace out and keep poking on. Catch you on the next one.